year saw the 100th manned mission of the U.S. space program, plus renewed interest in the moonshots with the release of a major motion picture about Apollo 13. Representatives from both missions were on hand at the convention. Gene Kranz was the flight director during the Gemini and Apollo programs. He was in charge in Houston during the first moon landing, and when mission control struggled to bring the damaged Apollo 13 capsule back to Earth. Would that be the toughest thing you've ever been through?
It was probably I'd say the longest period of tough, hard-nosed decisions where you got to not only trust everybody to work through, you're making a lot of bets on the come line there. From my standpoint, most of the controllers was never in doubt. We were going to get that crew back.
And we learned an awful lot from it, too, didn't we, to proceed in the space program?
I think that we learned confidence in ourselves. We learned to believe in ourselves and our team. We also brought forward the risks of space, and we were really capable of articulating why we think these risks are worthwhile.
A less harrowing and more recent mission was the first historic docking of the U.S. space shuttle with the Russian Mir space station. Shuttle Commander Robert Hoot Gibson and 3 of his crew members arrived at the convention in T-38. We thought we'd get off the flight line for this one. What could be more quintessentially Oshkosh than sitting in a green machine with Hoot Gibson, a man who loves to fly. Let's start by talking about that, Hoot, your love of flying.
Well, it's something that I've had all my life, and I grew up with flying. Both Mom and Dad were pilots, and in fact, that's how they met back in the 1940s. And so I've always been around aircraft. I've always been fascinated by them. I've been flying Piper Cubs since I was 5 and 6 years old, and as I moved along and got older, I got to get into bigger and faster airplanes, but the fascination has always been there.
The most recent bit of fame for you, and there has been much deservedly so, has been the Mir mission. What was the best moment of that for you, Hoot?
I guess it would have to be the actual physical docking itself. It's one of those challenges of a lifetime, actually getting to fly that kind of a maneuver and actually getting to fly 2 great big vehicles together the way that we had to do. In many ways, it was like formation flying, and so it was a real piloting challenge. It was a real demanding sort of task, and that was the moment I think that felt the best, was managing to pull that off.
When we come back, the wrap-up of Oshkosh Air Show 95.